wondered how pro piano players make even the simplest chord sound incredible? It can be so frustrating when you're stuck playing the same notes over and over, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you an easy trick the pros use all the time to add movement and excitement to the chords. So this way your playing never sounds boring again. And if you'd like to have the PDF version of this pro trick, you can get it for free down below in the description. Alright, before we dive in, let me show you how this trick sounds like. Pretty cool, right? Now, it might sound super complex, but honestly, everything you just heard comes from one simple concept. Instead of staying on the same chord, we're going to add what I call a chord extension and then come back to the original chord. That little movement creates tension, color, and emotion without actually changing the chord progression. So the two chords I'm going to be using to show you these are going to be C major, C and G, and F major, F, A, and C. Only two chords, but sometimes we have to stay for a long time on the same chords. So this part we're going to be doing 2 bar per chord, so I can show you what you can do instead of just keeping the same chord over and over. And for the inversion that I'm going to be using, I will start from the middle C with the root chord, and for the F I will go right here. So C, F, and Alright, so you can start by just playing those 2 chords. Make sure you know where you're going when you're changing one to the 4th one. Alright, let's focus on the first chord extension, and it goes like this. Alright, so for the first one, the extension we're using is an add 9 or an add 2. Let's just break down what this is. So when we have a chord right here, the C major chord, and we want to be adding an add 9, what we have to do is keep the scale going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this would be 8, and then we have 9. So naturally, we want to be adding this one on the top right here. But just like everything else, we can use some chord inversion and get this D lower right here, just like I played. So some people call it an add 2 when it's right here. I still say it's an add 9, but I use just a different chord inversion of the add 9 right here. Alright? So what's happening in my example is I started with 2 quarter note of C major, but then I added the 9 right here just to add a little bit of color in what you're playing. So we have like this. Another example that I played is using the add 9 as a way to create a melody within the chords right here. So just creating those 4 notes adds so much to your playing. You don't always have to play only chords or patterns like this. You can also create small melodies. And for that, the add 9 in here is perfect. So for that second bar, just like this, all right? And there we go. We already played 2 bar of C, but it doesn't feel like long and repetitive. Let's do F now. So for F, I started from here. Again, adding the add 9 of F. In this case, it's gonna be G. But using a chord inversion, let's put it lower here. And for this one, I used it to create what we could call like a small lick. It's also a cute melody, G, A, F, and C, like this, and back to F. So add 9 is amazing. You can create a beautiful chord with full of colors, or you can also create a beautiful melody like this just inside your playing, and it still feels like an accompaniment. It's in the back, but it's really pretty. And just as a reminder, if you'd like to have these ideas in a printable format, you can get it for free down below in the description. All right, the trick number 2 goes like this. Alright, so for this one, I'm using suspended chord. So let me explain what it is first. A suspended chord is when we replace the third of the chord with either the second or the fourth. It's creating this suspended vibe to what you're applying. So on C, if I create a sus2, I take the 3 and I play the second instead. Right here, like this. See, we're waiting for something to happen. Then if I do the sus4, it's actually the 3 with the 4 going right here. But you can also use both, just like I did. There's actually tons of songs doing exactly this within the arrangement. So I start from here, and then I go to the sus to create this, and then I went to the sus4. And what I like about this, it's creating a melody. So we have within the chords instead of staying all the time, the whole thing like this. So simple, because we can do this just as block chord like this, but it adds movement in what you're playing. And now for the F. So for the F, I went to the B flat right here because in F major, the sus4 would be B flat and the sus2 would be right here. So it creates a new melody. Lower, so da 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 da. So it's really nice. And then sus2 and back right here. So just like I said, we're doing this inner melody, what we call voice leading within this beautiful idea. And now for the last idea, sounds like this. Alright, so this one is just adding the 6th note of the chord. So when we have C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can actually use the 6th right here. And it just sounds so pretty. It's happy. It's a great extension to use and add to your chord right here. So what I played, I used broken chord in this example here. So we went here, and then I added the 6 just to create a movement, add something so it's more interesting. And I did the broken chord with it, and then back here, it feels like something is going up. And then on the F, same idea, but on the F, with this chord inversion, the 6 would be D, so we can play it right here. And using just a classic broken chord to this. So it's just adding more notes, more color to your chords like this. And now that you know what to play on a long chord, you might want to check this video to learn how to add feels and licks to your playing.